Hi, my name is Jackie Murray, and I'm with Ask a Tech Teacher. I'm your guide through these 32 lessons in the Structured Learning Technology curriculum for third grade. This is lesson 11. This is the second lesson in a unit on graphic organizers. So this relies on what students did last week. If you remember, they were working on using a graphic organizer to organize information, either about planets, about where they live, about their status in the class, that sort of thing. Whatever you pick, but they were organizing it into a more understandable approach. So this week they're going to finish that. So make sure before you start though, you want to make sure you have the grading rubric for the presentation boards because we're still working on those. If you didn't finish as much as was asked for last week, then take time this week to finish it. You'll know because you check them off here on the lines, so you know what was completed and what wasn't. And then go back and look at those and then fill in whatever was necessary because this being lesson 2 of the unit will rely on that information. So continue, do your problem solving board, this and open up their word process, the document they started last week. Now, very often kids, especially third graders, only because they haven't done it as often, have trouble finding those documents. So go over that with them. Pause and just go over the places it could happen. Well, were you sitting there? Did you save it to the computer, the local drive, rather than to the network? Were you sitting somewhere else and saved it to that local drive? Just go through all the places. Here's an example of where it could have gone wrong and have them go through there. Most of the time you will find it. Very rarely will you not. And if you don't find it, then the students are going to be convinced that a student went in their file folder and stole their document. So what are you going to do? Just so you know, that's how it works. So they'll find it. If for some reason they can't find it, you can either have them start over, you can take another student's that got about as far as that student got, copy that and save it under the student's name who lost theirs. Figure out an option that works well for your student, or ask the student. Let him be a problem solver and say, well, what's the best way we could solve this? Okay, they're going to finish up. They're going to finish labeling. They're going to format it. They're going to make it colorful and pretty like we have here. This is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. They're going to do those. They're just going to finish it up. They're going to make sure their name's on it. And you're going to give them the rest of the class to do that. So that's fine. And then they're going to save it. But these are the ways that they could save it as any of these. Now, this is a finished project. So you don't really want to save it as Word. You could, but or a Google Doc, you could save it that way, but maybe save it as a JPEG that you can then put into a gallery on your class website and share out with parents, or as a PDF that can be sent home for parents or shared with the grade level team so they can see what students accomplished. It's up to you. You figure out, but there's lots of options for how to save it. Their class exit ticket is to turn that in, whatever that is. If you print it, if you share it, you should, before they leave, you should be able to show, okay, I got that shared, it's in my email box, or it's in my file folder, it's in our shared folder. Well, whatever it is, you should be able to look and say, it's there, you can go, and you're good. Anyone who finishes early, and there will be some, we can go to the internet start page and have some lessons there that tie in with inquiries, maybe some simulations or some practice websites for math, whatever applies, and let them spend their last few minutes doing that. Okay, I think there's nothing else special in the student. No, we're good. So you're good. All right, guys. I know this one was quick because it's really just the last step in last week's lesson. So they're just wrapping things up. All right. Have a great week and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.